All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem of Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of great Milton well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the for elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening on to this truth with all our sincerity. I already made a blessed election be upon your houses. All right, this lesson is going to be on basically the famines and food shortages and news to come with truckers, right? Um, this is an article that I was reading here. It's titled, and it's from endtimesheadline.org, and it's titled "Truckers Deliver Catastrophic Forecast for Food Supply as Biden Turns Industry on its Head." And it reads, President Joe Biden administration finalized plans for a program it argues will further reduce air pollution from heavy duty engines and vehicles across the United States. But truckers argue the proposed standards will crush the supply chain and put the American food supply at risk. And as we already know, truckers, by the way of trucks is, the main way that a lot of resources, food, and supplies is transported in Babylon, man. This is literally, one of the main forms of transportation of goods. All right. Continue on. The new emission standards put forth by the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, are significantly more stringent, cover a wider range of heavy-duty engine operating conditions compared to previous standards, and are aimed at reducing emissions of nitrogen oxides and other pollutants. The rule officially went into effect on March 27th of this year, but will be implemented for the new trucks sold after 2027. Despite the positive spin by the current administration, truckers say the agency stands to promote green energy at the expense of the economy and the country's food supply. So these devils, are literally systematically, strategically, saying they're doing something for the better of the environment, this, that, and the fourth. These devils, they have those smooth tongues, they know how to speak, they know how to yike, you could say kind of yike, so to say, but they know how to, you know, speak smoothly in the ears of people and say they're doing something for good. But the people that are in the industry, the truck drivers are telling you this is gonna, you know, greatly, greatly affect, it's gonna put the food supply, the food chain, at risk. Okay. And also, another thing too, there's just one of other things that's gonna put the food supply at risk. But another thing too is, I'm trying to use my words wisely so my video gets strike down because when they get stuck on the subject, they like to delete brothers' videos. But this Crown Royal thing, man, they said there's a whole nother strand out there speaking about another shutting down of this place, right? And we remember last time you go into a store, there was nothing. No toilet paper, no food, water, everything was just sold out. It was hard to get your hands on certain things, man. And we're gonna see that again. And shit, it's still like that to this day. Certain foods, like for example, beef ribs, right? Prior to the Crown Royal thing, it was you was able to go into the store and find beef ribs at a decent price. Now you go into there, some stores don't even got it. All they got is pork ribs. If they do have it, the price is still outrageous. You know, I'm just going to show you the food stock, the livestock is diminishing in Babylon, man. As we're getting close to the end, man. So, you know, truckers are telling you the supply chain is at risk. We're seeing a whole nother Crown Royal thing coming, so it's gonna be another shutdown in this place, man. So hey, these is all just signs and wonders, warnings, letting hey, these times we on, this is what's about to come to this place, man. You know, because we seen a precursor, we seen what it was like before when there was no food in this place, when it was, hard going to the store, it was empty. And we're about to see that again on a greater scale, a more detrimental scale, you know, as we inch closer and closer to the end and destruction of this place. This is on Matthew the 24th chapter verse 7. It reads, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? And that's what we be seeing, right? We're seeing, we're hearing wars, rumors of wars, right? Nation against nation, you know, right? We're seeing these famines, crops getting burnt down, livestock getting put to death, less food, price of food going up. We're seeing increases of pestilences, new strains, more pestilences coming out, earthquakes. We're seeing more earthquakes in places that's not used to seeing earthquakes, natural disasters increasing, right? Hurricane Lee. Actually, I was speaking about this in another lesson. Hurricane Lee is on the way, and they say this is the greatest or the biggest recorded hurricane in history. You know, potential to be a Category 5 at the track is going by the time it touches land, right? These are the times that we are in. These are the times more than ever to seek Yahweh Bashem Shai, to cleave unto the Lord, to make sure that we are found in good favor, in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You know, we want the Lord to be pleased with us, man. So that's why we got to continue on praying and fasting, doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai, doing everything honestly that needs to be, doing everything honestly that needs to be done to be found in good favor in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Shai. This is Isaiah 65th chapter verse 13 reads, therefore thus the Lord our power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. All right, the service of Yahweh Bashem Shai, the ones who are doing the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai, the ones who are truly believing this thing with whole heart and sincerity, are going to be the ones who are eating in the times of famine, are going to be the ones who are drinking in the times of famine, are going to be the ones who are rejoicing in the times of famine, right? These other heathen nations, the two-thirds of wicked of our people, the wicked in general, are going to be hungry, dying of thirst, mourning. But those who are serving the Lord, serving Siyah Shema Shai, are going to be the ones that are kept in those times, be the ones that are fed, the ones that receive drink, the ones that are rejoicing, man. Knowing, Lord, when we are, a part of that number to be eating and drinking and rejoicing in these times that we're coming into, the times of no food in this place, man. You know? This is Ecclesiastic, it's a 39th chapter, verse 28, and it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction they pour out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. All right. So famine is one of the Lord's vengeance, man. One of the Lord's judgments, man. So when you see famine happens, when there's no food or lack of food, all these things that's happening when it comes down to the food in this place, ultimately it's all the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. As a matter of fact, let me rephrase that. Anything that's happening in this place, all the judgment that's going on in this place, the lack of food, the pestilences, famines, and so forth, is all the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. The Lord is the one that's doing this, man. As scripture says, spirits created for vengeance. All these things is the will of Yahweh Shema Shah. The Lord is the one that's ordaining these things to happen. The Lord is the one that's giving the green light to happen. Nothing can happen on the planet Earth without Yahweh Bashem Shai giving that say so, giving that thumbs up, giving that green light for it to happen. This is the ultimate power that we're serving. Okay? The perfect power, one that created everything. So nothing can happen without him ordaining it and allowing it and making it happen. So when we're saying famine, no, that's the judgment of Yahweh Shem outside that is falling upon this wicked place, man. Because like scripture says, sins reach into the heavens. The Lord is fed up with this place, man. All the wickedness, all the idolatry, all the sodomy, all the adultery, the abomination of this place, the wickedness they have done to the children of Israel. The Lord is fed up with this place, man. So when all these judgments is falling upon this place, that is ultimately the doing and the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, but hey, point has been made. Lord, witness, Lord, edifying unto the elect of Israel. With that being said, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of great mitzvah well. Peace, blessing, sight to his soul, for that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening on to his truth with heart sincerity. Until next time, Shalom, and above all, Kwame Shalom.